Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the second episode of season 4, titled The Maiden's Rage. Ace senses that Nancy is holding back and presses her to give him more information regarding the curse. She finally told him about it, and that's good, because now they can work on trying to break it. You know, and I know she had said something about that he would work on trying to break it. And it's like, well, yeah, every curse can be broken. You know, you just have to find out why. Now, I've heard something like there's going to be love interests, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that when it's clear that these two are meant to be together and you want to get them together? That's basically what season 4 is about, is breaking this damn curse. So why would you throw someone else in the mix? The only thing I could see that would be acceptable, two things. One is if, say, that fish guy had the hots for Nancy, but she wasn't interested back and rejects him. You know, like maybe try something and she's like, no, I'm in love with someone else. That's okay. That's not really a love interest. And they might play love interest. They might say, oh, there's going to be a love interest just to get us kind of pissed off, and then have something like that happen. The only other acceptable explanation is if they would somehow have to temporarily put like a curse on Ace to have him like forget his feelings for Nancy. I hate the thought of them tricking him, but if it did something like that, like we're going to put a curse on him because we need to, maybe not necessarily a curse, but a spell. But we need to put a spell on him because we need to buy some time in order to break this bitch. If they do that, and then he technically has a love interest because he's under this spell and doesn't realize that he's actually in love with Nancy, granted it's not consensual, but that I think would be okay, because it's not real. You know, we know his feelings. We know he's in love with Nancy. Those aren't just going to go away. They're not going to be like, oh, well, okay. They tried to break the curse. Now they're moving on. No. He knows that she has feelings for him. And so they're going to try to do this to get the curse broken. So I could see it going more that route, where they put a spell on him for whatever reason, have him temporarily be involved with someone else, which really would be fake. And the only way that would be acceptable, like I said, is because we know that Nace is endgame and it's not really real. And Nace had better be fucking endgame. If they don't give us Nace, I say we riot. And I think George and Nick need to get back together too. I didn't like the conversation that they had in the first episode where they were talking about, you know, how they had been together and then had broken up and everything. And I'm like, you just need to get back together, you idiots. You know, it seemed like when Odette, was it Odette? When Odette left her body and she'd gained her years back, she kind of had a bit of an epiphany. But I was like, you couldn't have had an epiphany by staying with Nick? Were you only wanting to get married to him because you thought you had a time limit? I mean, that's kind of shitty if that's the case. That, oh, well, I have a time limit, so I better go ahead and get married. It's like someone who they're given 6 months to live and then they decide, well, we better get married since they only have 6 months to live. It's like, is that really the best reason? I don't think so. I think you should be getting married because you want to. And just because she thought she had 10 years doesn't mean that something could change later, you know? So hopefully by the end, George and Nick will be back together. I mean, what is their ship name? Is it Norge? I like Norge. So, Njorge? Njorge? We're going to go with Njorge. So, by the end of the series, we should have Njorge and Nace. Nace and Njorge. I like that. At least Nace, if nothing else. And I have a feeling that we will get Nace, because I have a feeling that since they knew pretty much for a long time that they were going to be ending the show, maybe they would have rewritten it that we got it. I don't know. But I think it's going to happen. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. So let's find out. Ace presses Nancy for information about the curse. Probably find out about Temperance so he can go ahead and work on breaking it. I hope that by the end of this episode, they will be a little closer to breaking it instead of being a little farther from it. Let's get started. Okay.
George?
Yeah.
Looking very profesh. You talk. Gotta sit with your dealing schedule, Carson, baby.
Definitely looking like a lawyer.
You're sitting together, but not two together. Okay, no contact. Smart.
But I need more information.
You don't.
Yes, he does.
Temperance cursed us. She got inside my head, and I made the decision to kill her anyway. And as a result, we can't act on our feelings for each other, and that's all.
Yes, you
need to
can
know.
because you can break the
Top
curse.
of your head. What are you telling me?
It won't change anything.
So there is something. If it doesn't change anything, then why not just tell me?
Yeah.
I want to know how you know about the curse.
Are you looking for loopholes?
Can
Yeah.
you remind me?
Yes. The stakes are too high.
No,
You will die.
not if he breaks it. And that's what he should have said. He should have just said, not if I break this bitch, which is the plan.
This is exquisite.
They said in my DMs. Did I use DMs? Right? Huh. You work on the brunch.
Ooh,
No.
Look at you getting back out there.
No.
What? No. Let's not get back out there.
Oh, please. I mean, this is like your first date since high school with someone that you haven't already hooked up with, and who isn't in a friend group.
Wow. I'm getting back out there. Hey, what do you think? No hat? Hat.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Myra buys a little memo and an egg sandwich is the way to judge Abbott's heart. I just want him to know how grateful I am for the opportunity to be his clerk. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Nick, it's fine. We'll go on. But I would lose the hat.
No, you're not cool. You two need to get back together. So I guess she still is part owner of the claw. And she's noticing what he's doing. Uh-oh.
What's wrong? What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Stay away from my filing? Yeah. I love how he's like gripping his chest and she's like, are you okay? He's gripping his chest. No, he's not okay.
Maybe we need more time. Hey, no. I can do.
Her family is
It's gonna be
particular, meaning they don't know she's gay.
Since when do you give up so easily?
And I'd save your gun in a heartbeat.
Man, I made my bed too. I made it every day. I made it this morning.
Ace.
Hey, George.
Instead of flirting with her right in front of the guy she loves, why don't you just not, Tristan?
Seriously. And look, Nancy, I'm wearing. Fine. We should get the water in the pitcher tester just in case.
Did Ace do something, or did she hit it herself?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I got there first. You can feed the windshield, or you can leave the bag.
Yep. Yeah, I knew that the water... I don't think... I was like, I don't think Ace hit her. No, something happened that she had the water, and it caused her to do that. So now I'm nervous because I have water. So is the same thing going to happen to me? I hope not. Well, so far, I'm fine, but let's see if I get black veins throughout the episode. But it's like it just kind of hit because, she was like, that's not fair. They stopped at the stop sign, and then it triggered like that. But she only got a little bit. Granted, we don't know how much Judge Abbott actually drank of it. He might have drunk a good amount. But, Nancy just might have gotten a little bit in her mouth, so maybe it wouldn't be as effective. But why was it water? And like I said, they're trying to set this up with Tristan. And I'm like, why doesn't someone just say to Tristan, that's the guy she's in love with. Don't get between them. I don't like this. Like I said, the only way it would be acceptable is if you have it where he's kind of hitting on her and she rejects it. That's really the only thing that would be acceptable. But at the same time, I don't like that they're doing this because it's like, why would you do this when they've both admitted their feelings? Why would you throw like another roadblock in there? Just focus on them trying to break the curse. There's enough drama there that we don't need anything else. And I can guarantee none of the fans are happy about that.
So how's it feel to be trending?
He wore the hat.
I'm trending.
Trending. Your video is trending?
Oh, yeah, me too, 20 minutes ago. It's a case
Wouldn't they
of a trial. Judge Abbott
realize this, that she's not acting normal?
Rhodes was charged with breaking into his classmate's house. The classmate was a minor, so their name was redacted. Abbott dismissed the charges on insufficient evidence. Nothing damaging in there.
Wait, and there was...
Right, yeah.
I know this guy. She's acting like a straight cis female gender swap version of a brony guy.
Oh, completely clear.
Water.
This must have all started when she got splashed with habits of water.
Thank you.
Must have done something to Nancy. I'm fine. Chill.
Yeah, it was a
Okay,
good chance.
talk to me about something else. How was your date with Jade?
Oh, we don't need to.
Did you spark with her?
The pronouns and date them. Good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Me?
With him.
Look, do you want to solve the case?
Yeah.
Do you just want to antagonize that guy?
I need to know what happened in 1996 so I can figure out who would come after Abbott now. That you're on the right.
It's the poisoned water. Yeah, it's clearly the poisoned water talking because she would not. She might say it. It might partially be her. The poisoned water might dig into some dark crevice, so it might do that. But I'm trying to think with that guy. He might not have been involved because it's like, okay, so this happened back in 1996. And so, 25 years later, someone's going to take it out on Judge Abbott. Like, that doesn't really make any sense. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think a part of it could be Nancy speaking, but I think the poison is probably working through her system right now. And I like how Nick said he lost his hat. My guess is that jade is going to give him back his hat.
They sent you to babysit me?
Dude, so dramatic all day. You abandoned him at Logan's.
Abandoned. He was slowing me down.
That's it. Enough. No more sad truffle shaming. Talk to me, please, now.
Kate, for weeks, Nancy been pushing me away. She said it's because she cared about me, that she had to. She was protecting me from a curse. But today, she's treating me like
Even I want to go back to the Stark Society and research a way to alleviate the poison. There must be something that we can do.
And find a way
Hold
to break
tight.
the curse.
Stir the sauce, please, and I will be back soon.
okay,
Okay? I appreciate you.
appreciate you.
Keep an eye out for lumps.
No lumps.
No lumps.
I love how they're just hanging out at Nancy's house. At least I think they were. Maybe they were hanging out at Bess's house. Nope, they're hanging out at Nancy's. I love how they're just hanging out at Nancy's. Like, no big deal.
Ace. I'm sorry. I've been horrible.
Yes.
Are you rejecting me? I'm not rejecting you.
Shit! Doesn't sound better. Damn. It's not her. Good job. Throw her in a closet or something.
Hey! Dial best, please.
Yes, please.
Obviously, it's the poison, and I'm sure he knows that. But I'm also kind of like, if she is willing to tell you, even as the poison version, let her tell you, because then you get the story. Because if she's this bro Nancy, as they're calling her, and you get the story, then when she's back to normal, she will probably regret telling you, but at least then you'll have the story and you can go ahead and move forward from there and get it done. But I love how they're all just hanging out in Nancy's house. You know, it's like, okay, let's just all just randomly hang out in the house. I guess, you know, maybe Carson doesn't care. And where is Carson? And where's Ryan, you know? I have a feeling they're not in this episode. That's one thing I've noticed here with the CW especially, but also on the show, is even though they're listed in the cast, you don't always see Scott Wolf and Riley Smith. You see the main five. I think they've pretty much been in every episode. But you don't see the other two. And I don't know. I mean, it's like, why are they part of the main cast if they're not shown? Now, maybe we will see them. Maybe they'll appear at the end. I don't know. But I just always thought that was kind of odd. My guess is that, you know, that's in their contract. Maybe Scott Wolf is like, I want a contract for 10 episodes. You know, who knows? But, like I said, I noticed that with that seems to be a trend with CW, like with Supernatural, you know. Misha Collins, of course, was maybe contracted for 15 episodes or so. So you wouldn't always see him. And obviously when you would, they would have his name as part of the cast. But they didn't always have his name listed. So maybe if they're still showing his name in the cast title at the beginning, maybe like for someone like Scott Wolf or Riley Smith, maybe they're still getting paid even if it's just showing their name. And again, maybe we will see them because we have like 30 minutes left. So maybe we will still see them in the episode. Got plenty of time to go. But, yeah, you know, that is something that I was thinking of, like, you know, maybe if it just says Scott Wolf, it's like they're paying him, but obviously they wouldn't pay him as much because we're not actually seeing it. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going.
Piety. A mild,
The
mystical
handcuffed her.
sedative. It won't undo the poison, but it should.
It might take time. Doesn't mean it's always gonna be effective.
She goes.
Did it work? Is she alright?
They're handcuffed.
Nancy, George, handcuffs.
I caught a case of toxic gender swap masculinity. Long story. I'll try not to say anything. But it's not just because you're the only option here. You want some assurance? Here, take this. It's very important to me. We good?
I don't trust him.
You ready to say goodbye to toxicity? No, I feel like I'm that. Come on.
Masculinity is not toxicity. We need masculine men. Sorry, not sorry.
Good.
If that's the case, someone not only altered Maggie's medical records in Horseshoe Bay, they changed her actual memory.
Yeah.
We've seen memory erasing before.
Logan was so forthcoming about Maggie's accident. It's like he didn't even know he had anything to hide.
Could Abbott and Logan have pulled off some kind of massive supernatural cover-up? How?
Yeah.
And what does it have to do with the 8 reanimated bodies and the sludge they released?
And why is this cover-up coming undone now?
Yeah, that's a good point. Why after like 25 years, unless it has something to do with Tristan or the glasses or that new female DA or chief, whoever she is, I'm not sure. But, you know, I like that they got it off of Nancy, that they got the poison out. And I like how when she said, I'm sorry, she's looking right at Ace. And Bess is like, yeah, it's all right. It's like, no, Bess, she wasn't talking to you. Sorry. But obviously we will find out. She says that necklace is very important to her. I'm trying to remember if we know the story of the necklace. I'm guessing, wasn't that something her mother gave her? That would explain why it would be very important, because her mother gave it to her. So obviously she would want that back, you know, obviously keeping it as collateral. Let's keep going. So why is she doing the dinner in Nancy's house?
Hey, it's just a little bit of a mishap.
You know, usually I love British understatement, but
Me. You don't?
Too bad.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, this dinner is happening. Okay?
Why do her parents need to be involved? She's an adult. It's not their
We're
business.
here to apologize. Proud of something for the girls. Yeah, wait a minute. Maggie, stop.
enough. Leave me alone.
The fall she
Let's turn
did
it down again.
looked
And you're each other.
weird.
This isn't an apology. This is an absurd accusation. You need to go.
You don't remember attacking her, but you know you're capable of it.
Oh, I know what this is. And you're trying to cancel me. You're one of those people that manufactures reasons to destroy innocent men.
You know how it
I am no longer interested in your advice. I will figure out how you did this, and I will expose
I'm
you.
warning you. If you pull this thread, everything will fall apart.
George just became a lawyer. What she's doing, how she was like, I will give this all up to get justice. Yeah, that's a lawyer. Good job, George. You know, the horse, I like the horse statue. But when they were showing her earlier, showing her fall, the fall looked weird. It looked like it wasn't natural. It looked manufactured. So, because I was like, that's a weird way to fall. I mean, if you'd actually tripped, because it was kind of like, boom, or something like that, you know. It didn't look like if you would have actually just tripped and fallen and hit your head, which obviously was the point. And what I was saying about Nancy's shirt is I saw something like on Twitter where they were showing, I guess, pictures from the episode, and they were showing that shirt, and they were showing that shirt was like sold out or something. And I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I might have to look it up and see if they ever get back in stock, because I think I would probably want one. But you notice that they've been putting her in blue this season, and I'm wondering if there's a reason for that, because the first episode she had on that blue and white striped shirt, and now she has on this one, which is also striped and blue and white. And was there another blue? I think there might have been. So it's kind of like, is there a theme going on with blue? You know, maybe blue has some significance. I'll have to look it up and see. So I like how Nick and George went to Judge Abbott, and, you know, kind of like the old days. So maybe that's a sign that they're on their way to get back together. And the whole thing with, is her name Abby? I can never remember her name. Addie and Bess. It's like, you're a grown-ass adult. Why are your parents that involved in your romantic life? You know, she's like, they will call, they will text. It's like, you're an adult. You can tell them, hey, this is not your business. And Bess can always just, if they call or text, Bess can always just ignore them. I'm like, you're a grown-ass adult. If you were 16, I could understand. But you're, what, 20? 21? Tell them to mind their business.
Logan's behavior should have been stopped before it escalated.
Mm-hmm.
This was not your fault.
No.
You deserve to know the truth. But if Logan attacked me, why do I have a distinctly different memory?
Mr. and Mrs. Septima, it's such a pleasure to meet you guys.
Speaking of. Good. I told you she'd bring him his hat back.
Publicist. Oh, is it trending now, or?
I was heavy on the shop talk, huh? Talking about work is my crutch. I looked that bad that you couldn't even tell it was a date. Okay, that's good feedback.
No, I obviously knew it was a date.
Really?
Not even.
I couldn't be myself. I turned into a monster. I never want to feel like that again. And no one should ever have to feel like that. So, I'm ready to tell you how I know about the curse.
Good. It's about fucking time.
We think that we owe it to ourselves to at least try
Break the
to find
curse.
a way to be together.
Yeah, you break the curse.
Yeah. Yes, that's all I want.
What do you want?
Why do they not talk about
Well,
breaking
everything.
the damn thing?
We went for a walk.
That's how it started. Drink. And then how the 8 corpses released a sludge not far from the town reservoir.
The reservoir is poisoned.
I think there's something in the water.
A new episode of Riverdale is coming up next on the CW. Catch up on the action.
Okay, why are they not showing previews for the next episode? This is ridiculous. They didn't last time either. Like, why? I mean, I know, like, the CW basically kind of threw Nancy Drew away. I mean, it was, what, like a week or so before the show actually debuted that they gave us a trailer. So, you know, they're obviously showing that they're shitting on it. And now we're not even getting previews? That's ridiculous. But the expression, there's something in the water, is definitely coming true. And I'm glad that Nancy's finally telling Ace more about it, because let's face it, that's how you're going to break the curse, you know? It's like, every curse can be broken. So once he knows about it, then find a way to break it. And, you know, she even said that she wants to still, like, try to be with him. And I'm like, then stop flirting with that damn Tristan dude. You don't want him. You're in love with someone else, so stop. I have a feeling Addie's parents are going to like Bess. I think they're going to like her bubbliness and everything. And I like how she says, you know, I don't scare easily. Which is good, you know. All right, 2 episodes done. 11 more to go. So obviously, kind of the theme of this season is the poisoned water and breaking the curse. There's a part of me that hopes that Nace will happen before the very end. Like, I don't want it to be the last episode, like the last 5 minutes where the curse is broken and then they're finally together. I'd like it, actually, if it could, to be broken maybe an episode before, and then they spend the last episode together and planning their future. You know, because it just seems to me like when you do stuff like that and wait till the very end, it's like, I don't know. To me, that just seems like a bit of a cop-out, maybe. And we have had, I think even with this show, where they've had that before, where they've, you know, like broken the spell or something like an episode or 2 before, but then there's still like something residual from it. You know, like they defeated a villain, say, in episode 11, and then there's 12 and 13 to go, but there's still something that's tied up with defeating that villain. So why not have something like that? Like have them break the curse, episode 12, and then episode 13 is them now navigating being together, which of course they still would be, but now they're trying to figure things out and gain their sea legs. That's honestly what I would like, to basically have this episode where you know they're together instead of it being break it, last 5 minutes of the episode, oh, well, now we're together, now we're going to figure this out. Thank you for joining me for this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And I will see you for episode 3 next week. I'm still annoyed that they did not give us a preview, which means we are sitting here in the dark about it, which is annoying. And one thing I noticed here on my TiVo is they have this listed as season 5 instead of 4. They have season 1, 2, 3, 5. Who the hell's season 4? And why is my TiVo listing it like that? I don't get it. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day and a great week. Thank you for joining me for this reaction for the final season of Nancy Drew. And I'll see you next time. Bye.